Welcome to episode 9 of The Isle. It looks like we are finally preparing to migrate on our final journey. Um, Unbeknownst to me, that this will probably not be our final journey. That was my intention. But at 3 tons, I had looked to move kind of into the wilderness and be a little bit more self sufficient. Didn't end up being the case. I had miscalculated that there would be water sources more near to where I had intended to hunt, and there was not. So a bit of this as my first real, proper Rex playthrough is I just was understanding the map locations and learning as I went. So it was difficult to make it sort of the whole way while learning and being a newer player at the same time. So as you can see, I'm kind of checking out this mountainside, looking for things to hunt, sourcing prey, but it's just a constant, murder walk now. We just trot and we look. We look for things that are smaller than us and things we can eat. It's not very complicated from here. So yeah, I'm kind of heading up this mountain. We're in a bit of a low light. I think I might be getting pretty confident at this size. At nearly 3 tons, I'm pretty much like starting to not fear too much. That may be to my detriment, but I'm starting to feel like I can move about pretty freely, and I'm not going to be hindered by too many of the other players in the game. So we're still on the mountain, still moving up nice and slowly. Um, just always looking for food sources because we're kind of at that point where the hunger of the T-Rex starts to become the problem. Um, the size of the T-Rex starts to become its own problem. So looking for deer, looking to smell creatures, track creatures. Um, just remain vigilant. You need to stay. I can hear something close. I know there's something here somewhere. It's probably a little bit up to my left based off the sound. Ooh, what's that? Yeah, there we go. So, we can catch these things if we find them. We chase them down. There's no problems. Come here. I might have spoke too soon. He's a sneaky one. All right, we got him. So we should just be able to... There you go. Swallow the deer whole. That's it. That's the survival of the Rex now. Travel, hunt, swallow the prey whole. We're not back on the shore anymore. We're not hunting crabs. We're not chasing down turtles. We're hunting. It's getting very dark very quickly. I don't really know my way around well, and the light is fading very fast. I think we just hit like pure night. So I'm just going to chill. I don't imagine many people can see me here. 2.9 tons, 320 bite force, 34 kilometers an hour, perfect diet, 120% growth rate. We're moving quickly here. We're a big T-Rex. I think we are now officially past that danger level. We're at 50% growth rate. We've got our 2 mutations. We're looking to thrive. Kind of got the feeling that there's something out there. Like I can maybe kind of hear something. I can definitely hear my own voice at this point. Like the breathing of a resting T-Rex has become loud. It has become very loud. His sound itself has become loud, and I think as I'm about to cross that 3 ton benchmark, it becomes even louder. So I think that's a significant sort of growth point, the 50%, 3 tons. I will say I did enjoy very much the transition from the 1 to 3 ton stage. It was probably the most active play style. I think we're what, 9 hours and 12 minutes in at this point in the recording of this playthrough. So 9 hours and 12 minutes to get my mutations to hit this size, and yeah, I'm kind of just waiting. Is that a what is that? See if we can smell anything. We can definitely smell the same creatures nearby. I can hear some movement. I can definitely hear creatures nearby. Just gotta be nice and quiet and patient. We are in the middle of the pitch black night. Yeah, 9 hours and 15 minutes into our gameplay. I feel like I can hear movement near me. I don't know where. Can you smell it? Like, there shouldn't be anything where I am right now, right? Like, we're on the side of the mountain in the middle of the night. I'm a giant T-Rex. Like, I can hear something trotting around. I just don't know where. It's definitely near me. Yeah, I smell it. I can't smell anything. Oh, hello. It's a dino. That was a dino. Could you imagine his screen? Like, what the heck? Pitch black with night vision on, can barely see anything. And this poor little dino just got one tapped on the side of the mountain. I do not think he saw that coming. I don't think I saw that coming. That was that was a shock. I was not ready for that. But right place, right time for me. Wrong place, wrong time for him. Still too big to swallow whole though, so good for him. He worked hard to grow that size, and I've worked hard to eat that size. I'm trying to rip the corpse, but I don't think his organs are coming out at this point, so I'm just going to probably end up eating the whole thing. Yeah, there he goes. Tasty, delicious. 3 tons, 34 Ks, 330 bite force, 117% growth rate. The official 3-ton marker has been hit. So, a 3-ton T-Rex. I just snapped that poor man up in the middle of the night. I can't see 10 feet in front of me, and somehow there's now a corpse there. So, bad luck to him, good luck to me. Yeah, 51% growth. Quite significant. Still just the 2 mutations. So we're just going to probably wait it out a little bit longer and continue our hunt. So we're still here in the process of our, I guess, migration. We've hit the top of this mountain. We've got some nice low light. 3 tons, baby. Let them know we're here. That's your moment. You've been hiding for 9.5 hours. Let it roar. So we mark our location, and then we continue our migration essentially. So I'm looking to head around the mountain. I was hoping to locate some water sources, and that didn't pan out. So I'll skip some of the migration, but you can see some of the next steps. So here we are. We're about 3.2 tons. I'm starting to get reasonably confident. We're big and we're slow. And now sometimes we need to run people off their food. Um, that's how we survive. Like, we can't really afford to. Like, look how slow we move. I know we're stalking at the moment, but it's a very slow process. So if we wait for food, we will starve. We can't really afford to do that. So we need to be very aggressive. And like, if something's dropped a creature here, we need to find it. We need to eat it. So I'm tracking what I think are some down boars or deers at the moment, and just kind of looking to see if I can see any movement that relates to these, because there's definitely something nearby that killed this, and I want to eat everything. So we're kind of just sneaking up on it, and I see like a raptor by the looks of it. And he just kind of darted quickly, and there he is, and oof, I can't fit just by the skin of my teeth. Little did I know I probably should have tried crouch walking, like crouching down. But instead, I just kind of looped around and thought maybe I could get this guy sneaking out the backside. I've never been here. I don't really know the locations. I don't know how to get around. This is literally my first time at this space on the map, so I was just thinking to myself, like, maybe I could circle and catch him off guard. He looks small enough that one bite will kind of yank him up. But he's no dummy. This is a velociraptor right here. I don't think they're silly. So checking out the building, but this is quite cool. I've never seen this building before, and it looks like a good place to hide from large carnivores, doesn't it? See, he's there at the end. He's just navigating the building. And I'm too big to fit through these doors to get to him, so I can only do what I can do. There's definite activity and movement around, right? But as I said, I'm no expert hunter. What I could do, though, is I could just steal his food. And that's something. Not that I'm super hungry, but then he can't have it. And that's a significant meal for a little raptor. So now it's my meal, thank you. And now maybe I can wait and like ambush him. But like, where does a freaking 3.5 ton T-Rex hide now? Like, the raptor can be anywhere, and he's small and fast. So, kind of just watching. But I'm a little bit aware that I'm out in the open. right? Like, we are a giant creature. We are just sitting in the open. Um, a little bit nerve wracking at this point. So just patiently waiting. Listen. I don't see any movement. I heard that. And it sounded big. So I think I should go the other way. And as you can hear, like, my footsteps themselves now, even just like a trot or a light sprint, is like very loud. At that 3 ton mark, I'm boom, 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 boom. Like, you can't hide. So, oh, I hear other big steps. And what is that? Oh, what is that? That's a Rex. Hey, what's happening, my man? Alright, I think Cane Toad here had hit his murder sprint and was going to come and eat me. And I wouldn't be surprised if he still does. So let's try and talk to him about the other food that's nearby and how he won't starve if we go and get it together, maybe. Because I am a baby Rex still at 3.5 tons. So maybe we need to think about this carefully. Maybe we can try and hunt together and not die, because this was a very unexpected situation, and I think he was ready to kill me, and I think he may still be ready to kill me. I don't know what these roars are. Right, we've got to hold 2 to group. And now we're in a group. This dude's almost like twice my size. So if I'm 3 tons, he's got to be nearly 7 tons. The raptor's still there. And I learned how to crouch. And the raptor's now terrified. Where did he go? Now this is terrifying. The T-Rex is sneaking through the building, and there's a giant one outside. I think we need to work together here, but I feel like he may be kind of waiting for me and not waiting for the raptor, which is starting to worry me a little. And he's sort of sticking quite close to me. And at this point, I think I need to also make some tea. So I was kind of getting nervous about how I was going to disengage from this conversation and not get eaten. Like, while I don't want to eat another Rex, I can't find this guy. And I don't know if this guy wants to eat another Rex, right? Like, I don't really want to be involved in his starvation crisis. And, like, he's just outside. Like, I'm trying to walk and sneak around, and he's everywhere that I am. So I wonder at what point he's just going to say, well, I can't find any food, and I don't want to lose I'm nearly 10 hours in, right? This is 10 hours of gameplay. I don't want to lose my 14 hours of gameplay. Maybe I just eat this smaller T-Rex. So I think this is a very appropriate point for me to go make a cup of tea and take a little break. Maybe just lay down here and I'll be right back, bro. I don't really think I want to come back right now. I want to give him some time. He can't fit inside. I'm still small enough to fit inside. I think that's sufficient for me just to chill out and then come back. He's probably going to eat me. I really did like this guy. I I still feel bad about this, like now, several days later. I hope he's okay. I hope he's like strong. Um, I just was kind of terrified, and it was late, and I wanted to make tea, and I was like, he's gonna kill me soon. I hope he killed. Ooh, that doesn't sound good. I think he's trying to talk to me, and now this is what makes me feel worse. But I will be back, my brother. Just hold strong. Keep eating. I'll be here for you very shortly. In about. So I'm back now, and I kind of escaped with my life. Um, I was full food and water. I logged back in. I'm back in the building. I can safely exit, and a couple of hours has passed, and the guy's gone. So he could still be in the region. Like, if I was him, I'd still be sort of hunting the same territory. I get that. Um, I'm 3.3 tons now. I'm massive. I'm a big meal. I'm also definitely not as formidable as I thought. I think I overestimated my size and what it would do and how it compares to another. I don't even know if that was a fully adult Rex. But I think I was his dinner if he wanted it to be that way. And that makes me want to play more cautiously again. Um, because that was very much a near death experience in my eyes. And I think the run could have realistically ended there. And I think it would have been fair to have done so. So, um, on the next one, bro, you can kill me. I'll live with that. So I'm just kind of crossing like the 10-hour mark at this point. 10 hours of gameplay. Got a big ass Rex. Um, this is kind of like, yeah, how I've done it. Nothing's really been hidden here. So safety and teamwork. Just safety, really. Hiding, ambush predator. I was looking for water sources. I could only find mud. So no luck there. And I've kind of decided that I might need to re-navigate back to the original pond that I had left from as a water source, an ambush location, and a general migration zone. I feel like I would have a better sustainability rate there than I do out here, especially when it comes to water. And very soon, there's some mud down there, I believe. Very soon, water will. I still haven't solved essentially the water crisis. We need water, we need food, and I think where we need to be is back where we were. So we're slowly transitioning back over there. So we're about 10 hours and 15 minutes in at this point, and we're just remaining vigilant. We're kind of sneaking up back to the top side of the lake. I like this bit. I've got an exit path out to the backside behind the wall. You've got some open hunting grounds. I'm not too worried about the Dinosuchus in the pond at this size, at least snatching me off land. I'm starting to feel confident. I just need to eat and grow. Like, this is. I just need to settle in. I haven't really found a base location since I was in that sort of 500 kilo range. Um, just to operate from somewhere for a period of time and grow is kind of my goal. So I think I might settle in here and we might do some hunting. So we're about 10 and a half hours in at this point. We're still at the top pond. We're reasonably well satiated. I'm just stalking, waiting, praying. We're slow. We're not quick. We need to wait for the creatures to spawn and run them down. We're not seeing a ton of player activity, and I'm playing in a. I believe at this point we are now entering like a maximum population time zone. So there's like 90 of the 100 possible players on the server. Um, it doesn't really get busier than this for an official server. So here I am running around, hunting it up, keeping it real, eating the balls, just doing my thing. Hunting's quite easy now, very self-sufficient. It's one bite for anything. We are a big unit. We have all the requirements to be prime. We've done everything that's been asked of us. We just have to keep hunting and surviving. So it's just a patience game here. And at almost 11 hours in, we're very much on track to make our prime target. So we're about 11 hours in here. I think we're 4.4 tons, nearly 400 byte speed. We're slow, we're big. Um, we've kind of transitioned to I guess, our final evolutionary stage of predation and hunting. And that's we've gone to an ambush style. So we need to kind of wait for things to get within our range and then strike. We need to use our murder sprint. We need to chase them down. We need to kill them quickly, and then we need to move on. At 11 hours in, 4.5 tons, this is kind of like, the transition to this final end game stage of gameplay to hit what is a fully grown T-Rex and to have achieved the prime requirements by 75% to get a prime Rex. So yeah, we're still kind of hunting the mountainside and the surrounding areas at this point, but I think we're nearly 12 hours in, and at this point, the hunger is becoming just something that's so consistent that it can't be ignored. The bigger we grow, the more we need to eat. You can like look at the size and scale of this thing now. He's got to be close to 5 tons. I've got that full red coming through on his arch. He's transitioning to an adult Rex. We are in the process of it right now. He's got that long, slow, murderous thump walk. No, there's just he's in my eyes almost a full T-Rex. Not quite, but we're growing. It's just been a very successful transition, sort of from the beach at that sort of 800 to 1,000 kilos range. Is that a deer down there? To this size, this 7 ton, not 7 ton, sorry, like 5 ton, this beast. And yeah, the growth in some of these, 3 to 7 ton range is such a significant size and gameplay change in such a short amount of time. There was a good 6 to 8 hours where I was hiding in bushes, and then 2 hours from then I'm 3 times the size, and 2 hours from then I'm twice the size again. Um, yeah, just it evolves very quickly. So I think I'm hearing some. They sound like Dinosuchus roars, guttural, deep. I wasn't quite noticing these sounds originally, but the more I hear them, I feel like there's some large Dinosuchus in there that are watching me and letting me know that they're watching me. Spotted a deer, so this is kind of the process. You kind of need to engage the afterburners, and as you can tell now, we're not really chasing it down very quickly. It's a bit more of an arduous process. Dush, dush, dush. It's an eventuality. So the ambush itself is becoming a lot slower, and you don't want to miss those bites. But you can see my head is now getting to be the same size as the deer itself. So when I do eventually bite him, fight back, buddy. That will might have hurt baby Rex, but not big Rex. There we go. We got him. So that's a nice little snack. There's another one down there you can see. But what's that, like 10% maybe? I don't know. It's not a lot. Yeah, 5.3 tons, sub 30 kilometer speed now, pushing 500 bite force. So this thing can put some punch in. You know, this packs some punch, but very slow now, slowing down even further, and just big and loud and hard to sneak up on anyone. So you can see, like, I can see these things at a distance. I can track over towards them, but it's a slow process. And if you want to maintain your stamina, you want to keep it above that sort of 60 to 70% rate. So when you're walking like this, the same as like when you're playing a Dinosuchus and you're swimming, your stamina will go up as long as you're not burning the shift button like I'm about to. But if you're just doing a murder walk, your stamina will increase, which means that when you see something that you need to hunt and sprint after, you can. So it's a walk, and then a sprint. But you don't want to burn the sprint too hard. You can push it a little bit if you're just going to quickly get some extra food. Hello, tree, you win this battle. Yeah, you can push it quickly if you're going to get some extra food. That's fine. But then try to get that stamina back up so that you are ready to hunt or fight again. You can see that's just another victim there. So we spend a lot of time really hunting the boar and hunting the deer and just sort of patrolling this pond. So we're a little over 5 tons now, so I'll probably end this one here, and then we'll pick it up in what might be the final 1 or 2 episodes that kind of conclude this journey to a 75% Prime Rex.